Hello, everyone. Diane from Rosehaven Yarn Shop in the basement. Just finished the morning class, so I'm in between two classes. But it's funny, I came today with a wagon full of stuff just because I had so many things I wanted to talk about and didn't want to carry all of those bags. So I got my wagon and yeah, then it's like, okay, I want to do a quick one. And at the same time, there is so many things I want to talk about. So let's start up with the uh, fine sand is done. It's gorgeous. I've done it with the Allino, so it's cotton and linen. I love the weight of it. It's so nice. It's breathable because it's cotton and it's going to be in the summer. Turned out beautifully. And if I turn this guy around, yeah, I did shorter sleeve than what the pattern intended by choice. For me in the summer, it's something that if I'm wearing a woolly something, I don't need to have the warmth. So that's why I've decided to have sort of short sleeve. So this way on top of a dress, it's just going to be delicious. This one's done. This one you saw last week. This is the apparent glitz, all done. I've done it with the Tussah Tweed silk. So there is different color into the skin. It is honestly, I've been wearing it because it's the basement. So it's sort of, coolish because of the stones, the limestone and stuff. So it's sitting at the back and just creating enough warmth that it's honestly perfect at this time of the year. Silk is so light. I sort of forgot that I was wearing it because preparing for you guys, it was like, oh, I want to show the scarf and I couldn't find it. And it's like, oh, I'm wearing it. That's why. So it's very light. It's nice. I did put a brooch on it to attach it. So that small section is going across. So I will open it up to show you. So you are starting knitting with just a few stitches and you are going bigger, bigger, bigger. There is a lace portion and then there is a solid portion. Am I showing you the right side? Yeah. So that's the knitted side. And you're finishing with the picot edge that I showcased last week. There is a straight edge and then there is a curve edge. So the curve edge is the one following you. So you can, I'm just going to just a tad this way. So you can set it up, go around, and then you just pin this small portion over there. You can, there's so many ways, honestly, to just wear this guy. Yeah. So it took 30 gram out of the 50-gram ball to knit this guy. So honestly, with the leftover, it's either one band out and then you can make two out of the skein, which is always fun not to have too many leftovers. So this is the one I made it with. Colors are numbers. So this is color number 12, which is black, gray, and white. There is a beigey, almost like a flesh color, I'm going to say. A pale blue. And there's rust and there's grayish turquoise into it added. And then there's a navy. Like this is navy blue. I know it doesn't show up as a navy, but yeah. So we have 5 choices. And like I said, with the leftover, I will try to see if I can make like a shorter one of these guys. But yeah, and what I'm using, like there's beautiful pins, and we do have some beautiful pins at the shop. But what I'm using is one of my pins. I've got a lot of pins. I was in the schools. Yeah, that's something that it was easy to dress up with any piece of garment. So I do have a lot of pins. Yeah, so this one just fitted very nicely. As you know, Pearl and Jane Kingston has Leslie's yarn. go see what's over there if you're in Kingston. If not, come to the shop because it's always here all year round. One thing, if you do go on Facebook, you can see Leslie. She had an interview, sit down with the owner of Pearl and Jay, which was super cool. And at the same time, they were talking about the yarn hop. So the yarn hop is happening at the end of this month, and I've decided to help you guys if you want to. The yarn hop is to visit 7 local, well, local in the sense of, I'm going to say regional, because you have Coburg, you have here in Picton, there's Amherst View Island, there's Kingston, and then we're going towards, I'm going to say Brockville, Smith Falls, and Perth. So there's 7 of them. Go visit them. Everybody will stamp. This is your passport. Everybody will stamp your passport, and you can enter. Each store will have a draw, and there is a main bigger gift to be drawn. So the other thing is when you go on Ravelry onto Lake Ontario Shawl, it will bring you to this shawl. I'll show you one of the picture. I think this one is the prettiest. Yeah, I think it's this one. So it's made with 3 balls of fingering. So the shawl is designed by Jennifer Anderson by Limestone Yarns. I will put up a class. So if you do as a souvenir of your yarn hop, you could select in each of those stores a skein, because you only need 3 skeins of fingering to make this beautiful shawl. It's got a bit of lace, it's got a bit of picot, it's to reflect or think about Lake Ontario, which is this region over here. So it's kind of a nice souvenir at the same time of where you're at. And Leslie's got in my mind so many nice combination of 3 yarns that could be put together. So that's an idea, but I will put it onto the website as a new class. I did show you a picture this week of my swatch that I did for the sea glass sweater. So I will invite you to go see again the swatch, because the swatch is gone. The swatch is gone because I did have a student this morning that decided, I want to make this. So I send her away with my leftover yarn, because yeah, I did bring the bucket. So the bucket is enough to make 3 sweater for sure, maybe 4, but at least 3. So yeah, so we'll be using my remnants for her to knit the sea glass sweater, and so did I. So this is for sure a new class, started today without thinking about it, in the sense that I brought everything because I wanted to show you guys. And yeah, so I will definitely put it up today or tomorrow at the same time to put the Lake Ontario shawl on. One thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was the invisible or afterthought pocket, but it's just going to make this video way too long, so I will keep this one on the side for our next video. Before I leave you, I want to share with you, remember last year of the gnome, and Diane went all out, and she also signed up for Jimmy Bean, who had sort of a partnership with Sarah Shira. I'm trying to find the lady. There we go. And they had exclusive 6 gnome, and it was running from June to November. And so you do buy them, and then they send you everything. And I did open 1 box with you guys last year. And I was thinking there's one in the mail right now, so I was notified. So what I'll do is I'll wait and open the box with you guys. But number 1 of the new 6 one is going to the ball, and the gnomes are in disguise. So this June disguise was, one of the gnome is dress up as a ladybug. So you end up, no, there's no gnome, but the gnome is in there. So you just need to think that he's in there. So it's super fun to make, and because it came with the Jimmy Bean, it did come with the eyes, but I want to make more. So in the store, we do have eyes. And the way that these guys work is very easy. Before the stuffing, the only thing you need to do is take one of the eyes, decide, and she does give us placement, right? Like we do this little vein into his forehead, and then she tells us to go 7 this way and so many down. So she does, like Sarah is excellent with her pattern. But anyway, I thought the other ones, oh, I dropped this guy. The other ones, they're not all going to be red. I'm going to go wild and go into different colors. But we do have different color. Like this one is brownish eye. Yeah, so it's just a matter of piercing it through, and there's a little backing depending of um, the type of eyes that you're getting. The back is different. Some are in metal, some are in plastic. So the eyes are sort of secure and staying there. So that's the plastic backing of one of the model. So once you're done, the eyes are there to stay, right? And we do embroider the little mouth, and this one is going to be the queen ladybug. So there is a crown that's gonna go onto her forehead. There will be antennas because she's a ladybug, and there will be legs. So the legs, there's 6 of them. The antennas are not the legs, like there's a different way to make them, but they really look like the legs because of that little ball at the end. Yeah, so that's it for this week. Come and join us with this beautiful community of knitter. And if you want to venture on things, the sea glass sweater, I will talk more about it once my wool is coming back, because that's what I wanted to share with you, is how did I pick those colors, where did I put them, and how to prepare your swatch to, am I going to like this or don't like this. This was supposed to be one of the segment of that, but it's just going to be done the next time I see you guys. So on that note, have a wonderful week. Do come if you want and you need help for the Lake Ontario Shawl. Get the pattern online and get your passport to be able to do your yarn hop. That's something I will definitely do between the 29 and between the 21 and the 29. I do know that little shop in Perth that I've been a few times, so it's going to be nice to revisit. Smith Falls, I've never been into that shop. Coburg, it's called Yarn It. I've never seen it. Funny enough, I've never went to Pearl and Jay's Yarn Emporium in Kingston. So it's going to be a lot of discovery for me, and I hope you discover some of your yarn store also. And yeah, have a lovely week, guys. See you. Bye-bye.